Good morning, good morning. Wow, what a trade yesterday. What a trade. It just felt so good when, you know, we were so patient and price did exactly what we wanted it to. It came to us and we executed on exactly what we wanted and it played out. So, who all is on you? Okay, well, we're gonna have to get to the breakdown soon. Looks like gold is moving up here, so we may have a trade on this hourly candle closure, but I want to just do a quick breakdown of what happened last night. So it was pretty straightforward, but obviously it came with some research and experience. So we referred back to the previous FOMC, we referred back to the previous FOMC and studied exactly what happened, okay? And we could see last time, price moves up. The big move is when the press conference starts, okay? So this candle right here, this big candle, where we obviously executed and hit TP all in that one candle. Now, I said time and time again, patience, patience, patience. Even though we're trading the news, there is no reason to do anything differently. We are going to be professional about this. We're going to be patient. And I want to see a bottom wick formed on this new 30-minute candle. And I did do something different, okay, but we were still patient. I went down to the 1 minute time frame to see a support being formed for this wick here, basically in anticipation for price to then reverse and continue to push up here. So caught these bars at 17.22.600. Was actually almost a little bit slow with it. Should have got those entries a little bit lower, but anyway, price is moving pretty quickly, and we made do with what happened here. 110 perps. Very nice trade. I was just really satisfied with how how everything played out. I think it was really a testament to what we've been doing here on the stream and the patience and discipline that we pulled on the stream. So anyway, beautiful. You can see here I put this note, waiting for buy opportunities at 8:30, and yeah, real nice move up last night, but today is a new day. So let's have a look here. Weekly time frame has moved up. Obviously last week we were bullish, we broke last week's highs right over there. Okay, so my approach for the day after FOMC last time was that I was looking for us to correct this move up, which we very well may. Sorry, okay. And I'd be looking for a closure below the support right here. I think that's good. If we could get a closure below that level, I believe we will correct this move from FOMC last night. But right now, the way price is lining up, I believe we may actually just see this continuation of this move from last night. And in order for us to see the continuation, we need a break of resistance. So pretty straightforward, really nice and clear here this morning. Obviously right now we're in consolidation, so there's nothing we can do. Just gotta wait for a break out of this range, and I'm sure we'll get some nice movement this morning. Okay, so I'm just marking up targets for buys. Looking to the left, I'd like to have those targets up here, but looking further left, there is a pretty strong resistance at 1744. Let's see on the hourly. Yeah, pretty good target. Where is everybody today? And of course, if we take buys today, I believe price could push up a little bit further. So we'll have runners into 1748, and that'll be our target for the day. If we can break above 1748, there's really nice clean range here, and we could move up even further. But looking left, I know that there's resistance around 1750. Yeah, 1750. So ideally, just want to get in, get out, and yeah, obviously overall we are. You know, we could continue with this bearish trend at any point. So to hold runners all that way, yeah, I'd rather wait for more confirmation that gold is wanting to move up here for those longer term buys. But I think we should have decent buys back up to 1748 this morning. If of course we break resistance here. Morning. Here's everybody. Welcome guys, welcome. You should really watch back the first 5 minutes or so. I broke down the stream or the trade from last night. Caught this move up on FOMC. So you guys asked for it yesterday, and I did it, man. And of course, if you break below support for this correction, we'll probably just target this resistance right here to basically correct this entire move up from yesterday. This clean traffic now moving back down. So same idea from the last FOMC, exact same idea. I remember that day someone was telling me I was trading against the trend. I went and caught 120 pip sales. So will be interesting to see today how we break out of this range. Right now price is moving up, and we've got 3 minutes until the candle closure here. Let's have a look at GJ quick. GJ yesterday I was clearly wrong. Okay, I was looking for sells based off this candle here. I believe we were tapping into weekly highs, and our previous weekly was bearish. Okay, and then we saw price move up, and I thought maybe that's a fake out on the weekly, and we continue with the monthly trend and continue to move up, and we even broke last week's highs. But now look at this price action. Okay, we've had a huge push down here, massive, and the way these candles are sitting, I believe we have more room to move down. Okay, we closed below this 4-hour support and basically back within this range right here. So interesting. Right now the momentum is pretty bearish, so I don't think I'll be taking buys here today unless We'd have to move up quite a bit for me to take buys. But right now we are consolidating here as well. And I believe if we get a closure below support, we could get those sells here on GJ. You got a bit of a fake out setup right here. Okay, you got resistance. So if we can close back into this range, then we could see price move down to support. And if we were to get in on that, as price moves to support, you can move to break even and anticipate runners to move slightly lower. So that's the idea on GJ, but I think I'll be patient and wait for that break below support. Okay, hourly candle closed basically on resistance here. It's not good enough for me. And I'm looking left and we have resistance here as well at 1739. So I want to see a closure above that level. And until then we got to stay patient. So yeah, maybe waiting for London Open, which is perfectly fine. So yeah, I added the perps from last night obviously to the total for the week. It was on stream. I sent it on the Discord. I mean, you guys should have been here. So total for the week, 123 perps. Not bad. So let's just mark this up. This is going to be a no trade range. As well as this on GJ. And we got bars above here. Hey Sheiko, good morning man. What's up? Good morning Anga. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Colin Abrams. Anyway. And GJ, like I said, for bars, yeah, I don't feel too easy with this move down now. And closure below the support. And now we've basically retested. So we broke this support. Okay, we broke through. And we are retesting to potentially move down. That's how I'm seeing it. And for bars, to me, they are off the cards today. So We closed bullish on this hourly candle. I'm gonna need to see most probably, yeah, I'm gonna need to see a candle close below support. I think that's gonna be the best bet. Yep, bearish on GJ. 4-hour close below support. Our new 4-hour has created a top wick, so it looks pretty good to move down based off the 4-hour. GJ's been pretty nasty today, or not today, this week. We sat in consolidation the whole of yesterday London session, and my analysis was for price to move down. Now we rallied all the way up. Okay, so I was maybe a bit early. Whether I was wrong or early, I don't know. But we eventually moved down, and I think we may see this this move down based off the weekly today. It's just strange. The weekly broke the highs. It's definitely strange. But I suppose if you zoom out, we are actually in consolidation here on GJ, so it's tricky. 4-hour flipping. Yeah, you see that fake out setup there is really materializing now. Yeah, the weekly broke the highs and this daily candle broke yesterday's lows. So definitely funky movement here on GJ, but trying to make sense of the 4-hour is quite straightforward. So we're gonna go along with these sell ideas and we'll see what happens. Just with the way it's been moving this week, I think it's gonna be best to just wait for that closure below. I'm not gonna take the 4-hour flip. But yeah, it looks like we formed resistance there now, so could definitely work. But yeah, we just gotta be patient, wait for those trades to come to us. Yeah, waiting for London Open at this point. Jeez. Started early today. I just wanted to run through what we did last night, the buys we took on FOMC. But yeah, that was pretty quick, and now we've got about an hour to go, so yeah, it is what it is. We'll just have to wait. Can we sell this market? Well, you can do what you want, but we are in consolidation, so I'm waiting for a break of resistance or break of support. So generally, my trade ideas don't look like this, just a simple break out of the range. Normally I'll be a little bit more calculated with sells, but we had this big move up yesterday from the news, and we've seen in the past those moves can get corrected, so I believe if we break below support, sells would work here. But at the same time, we are moving bullish, so if we break above resistance, we could just see this continuation. So anything could happen. We need to see where price is closing above or below. This was the last FOMC move up, and then London session ranged actually, but yeah, Asian close, we corrected that move, and then yeah, New York open, we had the continuation, the move up. So we could potentially have something similar today, or we may just continue to move straight bullish this morning. I see a few guys were streaming FOMC last night. I'm telling you though, guys, that trade on stream last night must have been the best trade ever taken on stream. Had to have been. Let's go have a look. Okay, that's not it. Okay, well the whole idea was to wait for the 8:30 candle for the press conference to start. So let's see, where does that candle start? Let's have a look here. Okay, got that bullish candle closure on the 30 minutes, moved up, stayed patient. Stayed patient. What's up with my internet? So I scaled into a 1 minute to see the bottom wick being formed, waited for support to form. So this is exactly what I wanted to see on that candle, the lower wick being formed. And you can see, just being patient. There's no rush, shouldn't be stressing, even in these kind of situations. If you have a plan, all you need to do is wait for that plan to play out. Okay, so huge push down. I wasn't even sure at this point if we would move back up, but we saw a support being formed on the 1 minute. Let's see it. I think I took the trade at 8:35. We're just gonna watch this trade play out. It's only a few minutes. Found support on the 1 minute. This thing really started to move quick. Check at that thing jumping up and down. If I watch this. Come on. Beautiful. Man, what a trade. Anyway, that was yesterday's stream. Last night's stream. Crazy trade. GJ looking pretty good. So you got that fake out here on the 15 now. Closure below support. Or closure back into this range. So we should move down to support. That setup doesn't look bad. Let's see. 7 pips back down to support. Not really much range left here. I'd rather wait for a break of 164,640. Gold is moving up pretty nicely. So, just a heads up, we are waiting for London Open, which is 42 minutes away. We've got plenty of time here, guys. Do what you need to do. Go eat breakfast, go have your coffee. One thing about gold, the last 15 candles all green. Morning Ian, morning. Yeah. Devzor. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. If we can get a closure above here, I'll be happy to take buys. So if you were to take these GJ sells on the break of that previous candle low, as we tap into the support, that's where I would go break even. GM. Both of these pairs setting up pretty nicely. We may even get half an hour candle closures the way we want. The only issue is there's 30 minutes until London Open. So from what we've seen in the past, the best thing to do is probably just wait for London Open. You see a lot of reversals into London a lot. I don't consciously look for reversals, so I actually can't really answer that. But let's see. Today we're looking for a continuation on GJ. Yesterday consolidated. I don't know. I'm so used to trading with the trend that I can't really tell you too much about reversals. Because even if I'm taking a reversal on the lower time frame, let's say, it's most likely with the trend on the higher time frame. So I'm not really considering it as a reversal, I'm just trading with the trend, maybe the higher time frame trend. Moving up, moving up. She's for gold, we've also got bars above 1743, 900. Above that level, we got nice clean traffic to 1748. So let's mark that up. We may miss these bars within this range here. GJ's looking real nice. But, as we've seen time and time again, patience pays. I think I'm going to wait for London Open, guys. As nice as this setup is, maybe if this previous hourly candle was closing like that, we could have had buys at 8 o'clock. But we've got 33 minutes until London Open. It's going to be best to just wait. Yeah, look, well, Stevzo looks like the 30-minute is going to close below. $15 on gold has no bottom wick. Ooh, look at this. If we close it in the range on GJ on the 30-minute, that's actually perfectly fine. Then the next 30-minute can come down, fill the wick and close below support. Then we can take sells at 9 o'clock. So if you had taken those fake out sells, you would have at least got to break even, but you can see that you would have been stopped out right now at break even. So, like I say, it paid to just stay out of that trade. Save yourself some commission. Okay, 30-minute close pretty nasty here on gold. For entries, we would need to see a bottom wick either way, but like I say, let's rather just wait for London Open here, guys. Check it, GJ. What the hell? He's still got the fake out on the 30 minutes. Okay, resistance, break above, close back within the range, and now we could potentially fill this wick. So yeah, not bad. There, this counter goes bullish. 30 minutes flip bearish. I mean bearish, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's decent there. What happened right now? Um, just the timing to me is so important. I want to wait for London Open, but I'm watching how this movie is playing out because the setup is quite easy on the eye. We had this bearish candle with the wick, closed back into the range. Our new candle formed a nice top wick, had no bottom wick originally, so flipped, drove straight down to fill the wick. That looks really good. But sometimes you see these things and you're not necessarily going to execute on them, but it's good to just watch and take note. See, gold had no bottom wick and we are just sitting. "25 minutes to go. I'm sure we'll have some trades today." If you watched the FOMC stream last night, I'm sure you could hear that I was tired. I sat on the London stream for about 3.5 hours yesterday and took absolutely no trades. But, you know, what can you do if you're sitting in consolidation? Okay, so even though this candle closed above the range, there would have never been an entry here. I would have wanted to see a bottom wick formed. So, is what it is. Next opportunity is if we get a closure above 1743, 975. Once we clear all this traffic here, we got nice clean candles moving up to 1748. But at this point, it's quite clear to see what direction we are moving in today. Yeah, same. Need the pullback for support first. That's true. We could also pull back down, form support right over here at 1739 or 1740. And if that happens, if we could form a support right here, we could then look to move back up to 1743. Okay, so let's talk about this quick. We've got 20 minutes, plenty of time. But if we close below support here on GJ, um, if the closure is good enough, and I will let you guys know what I'm thinking when the time comes. But as the candle closes, if we close below support, I will take an entry on the candle closure with stops above the previous candle. And then our targets are going to be the 4-hour support at 163.850. Twenty minutes to go. We didn't even check news this morning, but there's nothing happening this morning. Just some Euro news, low impact Euro news. We got GDP later for USD. The Fed and the US government are trying to hide the fact that they are in a recession, but they are very much in a recession. Looking at CPI, most of the data actually. But yeah, all this speak of recession and inflation, as we move into these key areas here on gold, to me it's just very interesting the timing of it. And I just wonder if we would see gold continue to move up. Right now, nothing is looking too good for us. GJ, yeah, it looks like we're going to close bullish here on this 15 minute. So, if that's the case, the next 15 minute has a high probability of moving up. And that means we won't close bearish at London Open, which means no trades on GJ. And for gold, yeah, we're basically in the middle of this range right now. So we need some sort of pullback and support to be formed, or just wait for a break above the next resistance for bars. But we definitely got some volume. 15 minutes, guys. Okay, that's more like it. See, because we didn't close above resistance, price could still reject and continue to move down, even though we got that bullish candle there. So as price sits in this range, you really don't need to overthink it. I'm just talking about the 15-minute candles, how they're closing and everything, you know, to make conversation. Did anyone join the FOMC stream last night? If you did, tell me what you guys thought. Did you take the trade? How did it go? Did anyone blow an account? Did anyone flip an account? I hope neither. Cool, man. Glad you joined at least. I think it was a very insightful stream. I shared what I've been seeing the last couple times, and the last time we executed on what we saw the time before. So I've done 3 FOMC streams now. The first one was just a learning, just took notes, watched it play out. The next one we executed, but yeah, sat through quite a bit of drawdown on the open of that 30-minute candle. So I took notes, and then last night we waited for that 30-minute candle and executed on the wick. So yeah, really cool. M2, look, the sound is really happy, man. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. Someone took the trade last night. Smiling all the way to the bank. See, the thing is, when you catch a trade like that, sometimes you get euphoric. And euphoria in trading is one of your worst enemies. So today's a new day. We have to bring ourselves back down to earth and just follow the plan. Okay, so anything can happen, and that's the game. Uh, also had a look at Raja and Don afterwards. Best they tune into your channel next FOMC. I appreciate that. But yeah, we all have a different way of seeing things, and you know, those guys are really good at what they do. So I'm sure they're doing alright. This candle's looking real nice. We got 10 minutes, guys. So let's just yeah, I want to say let's hold thumbs, but what's that gonna do? I'd like to see this candle close below support, and we'll have sells potentially on the on the closure. Habibi. Habibi. Good morning. Sheesh. You're gonna get banned, man. Carry on like that. Okay, that's enough. Okay, we got 8 minutes, guys. Give me a second here. I'll be right back, and I'll let you know it's cracking. This candle is not playing the game. If we close doji or bearish on the hourly at least, there's still potential here for downside, because then at least we formed resistance here. A bearish closure on the hourly, regardless of if it's within this range or below, will show that we formed resistance there, and we can expect to see price continue to move down. But yeah, if we do close within this range, we just have to wait for 9:30 to close below support. And for gold, let's see, hourly looks pretty good, because if your hourly is closing above resistance, and we've now got this wick to the upside, okay, then we can expect to see price fill this wick. So gold is actually looking pretty clean. And what you'll see is on the lower time frame, like the 5 minutes for instance, we can form that support that we were talking about earlier as one of the scenarios. Two minutes, 2 minutes. GJ, yeah. Looks like we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer here on GJ. This 15-minute came all the way down, created a bottom wick, and pushed all the way back up. So this area right here is troublesome. If we break above resistance here, there is clean traffic moving up, but yeah guys, I don't really like it. Base of the 4 hour, doesn't look great. Might just stay away from GJ today. Currently we've got conflicting signals from the higher time frame. Last week's candle was bearish, closed below support, but this week we broke the high. Your daily now broke the low. So yeah, tricky, definitely tricky. Let's have a look here. I don't know. We could move up. Hourly doesn't look bad to move up. Just never planned for these bars because of the way the 4 hour candles were sitting. Let's have a look here on gold. Okay, hourly closed above, and we formed that lower time frame support. We've got a bottom wick. We're gonna have to be quick with it, guys. I'm gonna have a buy stop on the break of the highs here. Okay, let's see. I haven't set this buy stop just yet. I want to see us tap into 1740 and then we can do buy stops on the flip here. So a couple pips above, but we're taking them on the flip. $41,600. And let's see, for stop loss, I think the previous, let's see, previous hourly makes the most sense, which is 35 pips, unless we use current candle stops, which will be 20 pips. You know what? Stops. Yeah, I'm gonna have buy stops on the break of the 15-minute high, and then we can use current candle stops. So my broker and trading view are about a pip difference, and I've got my buy stops at 1741,900. But yeah, on trading view the price is 1742. So basically above the previous 15-minute, and then just the contour spread. Let's see. I don't really like using current candle stops, so I think our safest stop loss is going to be below the hourly candle. Just keep in mind, 40 pip stops, you need to lower your lot size. And we've got about a 60 pip TP. Dr. Swisher. Damn. So stops are looking like 38 pips. So GJ closed above. For now we're going to let it do it at once. Morning Jared. I've got a buy stop on gold 1742. Basically above the previous 15-minute doji candle right there. Stop loss below the previous hourly candle at 1738. also broken the 4-hour highs here. So you can see on the 4-hour we basically consolidated for 4 hours during Asian session, or 8 hours. We broke the highs now. So if we can re-break these highs at London Open, I believe we should see this wick here get filled for the most part. Okay, moving up. I'm going to move stops to break even as we move into... Sorry, just have a look here. Is this enough range? Not really. So I'm going to move stops to break even as we move into 17.43.975. So far so good, this candle's looking real nice. Okay, and we are in, I'm in. Price was a bit off there, but yeah. Shaker, look on the 15 minute. On the 15 minute, this is clean traffic all the way to 17.45, and then you got your key level here at 17.43. So I'm gonna take my chances here. If we come down and re-break the hourly low, at that point we can manage risk. Yeah, M2 should probably be at break even. Jeez, I looked away for a second and wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna close half right here as we tap into this resistance and move stops to break even. Okay, so secured about 14 pips, and we're gonna just let this run a run. I looked away to the comments for a second. I look up and I'm in like a % profit. That was crazy. So clearly today we are seeing a continuation of that bullish momentum from FOMC, and I believe if we can clear this resistance, or if we can clear, let's say 1744 600, we should easily move into 1748. So let's just hold thumbs. We break. What was it saying? Sorry. Let's just hope that we can survive break even here. Thank you, Mr. Putter. Appreciate it. Yeah, Shaker's a good oak. Shaker's a good oak. He gives his opinion, but he knows what he's doing. But of course, I have my own opinion and I want to stick to my plan. So thanks for sharing, Shaker, but I'm gonna trust my analysis. Nice trade, M2. 1739. M2 just scored 40 pips. If that's your plan to take entries on the lower time frame, although wow, you didn't really have a confirmation. Not necessarily irresponsible. Morning, Chris. Welcome back. Thanks, Jared. Yeah, Chris was here last night for FOMC even. So looks like we may be rejecting that resistance right there. Gee, Kobe just made 3K. Just like that. Nice one. Give me some commission there. Rachel, the trade has already been taken, and I believe it's too late to take re-entries right now. We're tapping into resistance, so unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait for another confirmation here. Yeah. 15-minute candle's about to close, so we could potentially pull down here to create a bottom wick and get stopped at break even. Since our stops were pretty big originally, they were about 40 pips below the hourly candle. What you could have done if you wanted to do things differently here is just move stops below this candle, and then you should at least survive this 15-minute wick. But personally, I've got stops at break even. I'm going to keep it that way. We didn't manage to close above resistance. So we could easily see some drawdown here. Broke the highs. Got my TP set at 1748. Here goes nothing. $17.45 is going to be a tricky area as well. So we need to clear that level. My TP at 2000. Shaky, wild. You never know. You never know. Good luck with that. Okay, so my thought process right now is we've pushed up into this resistance and we have shown signs of potential rejection, and I'm just concerned if this candle breaks its own low, we could pull back down, form a steeper wick, and at that point, if we do break that low, I'm going to secure another 25%. So I would have closed out 75% at about 14 pips. And then I got 25% running, and whatever happens there is whatever. GJ. Interesting. Alright, I'm closing another 25% right here. At 16 pips or so. And I'm gonna let this thing do whatever it wants right now. Let it run. And that's gonna be the day. So like I said, if we break the 15-minute low, we could come down, form a steeper bottom wick, and that's what we're doing right now. Will we survive break even? I don't know. GJ is moving like crazy. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna hit break even. Still in it. Maybe we'll find support right on that resistance there. Look at that. Come on, gold, do us a solid. Yeah, we got about 2 pips away from break even for me. And yeah, that's gonna be break even. Hope you guys secured something there at 15 odd pips. Not a bad trade at all. Nice day, one and done. Let's leave it at that. We had a pretty big sell-off from this area on the 13th of July, 1742. We've now rejected that level. Quite heavily. If we close back within this range and we move down to support break support, we could end up just moving down all the way to 1723. Look at these candles. Clearly something going on here. Previous 4 hour was bullish, although we broke the highs. If we happen to flip back bearish on this current candle and break the lows, I think that idea of correcting the move from yesterday is definitely on the cards. But yeah, I think we're gonna need a closure below this support for those sells. I'm kind of happy with the bars and calling it a day. So I think that's gonna be the stream, but I'll keep an eye on this, and yeah, I'll let you guys know on the Discord if I'm taking these sells here to correct yesterday's move, but don't really want to give away any profits. Daily has no bottom wick. And look at yesterday's candle, we closed below resistance here. Yeah, I believe if this daily candle comes down and re-breaks its own low, okay, we could easily form a steeper bottom wick on the daily. Okay, move down into maybe 1727, 1723, and then New York Open, we move back up to these highs from London session. It's a lot of work these candles have to do, but it's happened before. Let's have a look what happened last time. Moved up 200 pips with FOMC. London session last time we had a little bit of a push up, grabbed liquidity, and then we corrected the move from FOMC. Huh. Interesting. Looks pretty similar to what happened now this morning. And then New York Open, we worked our way back all the way up to those highs. So that's what I'm saying may happen today. Let's see how this 30-minute candle closes. Four-hour never closed above this resistance. Closed below. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for the stream, guys. Like I say, join the Discord group. I may take souls later in the day to correct this move from FOMC. Last FOMC, the next day we had a pretty nice move down. But I reckon we'll only get that move down on the new 4-hour candle. Yeah. So I'm not going to be here that long. Taken 15 pips for the morning, and I'm going to call it a day right here. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for Freaky Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day.